Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me here today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the latest MCC flight that took place on both the PC and the Xbox platforms. We're also going to talk about the newest additions to the PC and Xbox flight, along with the resolved issues that can be found over at the Halo support site. Now, the following information can be found over at the Halo support site. The link for this, of course, will be in the description down below. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look here at the information. Now, things that were added in this flight patch were the exchange. Players can now use exchange to spend season points on unique customization, even outside of their original season or limited time challenges. Visit the exchange for the main menu and see which unique items are currently available. Honestly, I kind of hope they change this name just because the exchange is the name of a used video game shop near me. And I don't know, it just doesn't sound very Halo-esque. Moving on, the article moves on to the Season 6 overview. And of course, the Season 6 overview is now something that we have in a previous video, and we will have it here, of course. And this is giving you essentially just a look at everything, almost everything, that's going to be available. There are some items that aren't loading up and just have an icon. But generally, you can go ahead and take a look through all the items. Some of them were available from the beginning of the flight, and that was the customization for armor with the ODST armor, and then the customization for some of the weapon skins as well. But moving on down to the resolved issues, when it came to Halo 3, in the general section, the soldier is no longer set to appear in darkers in the UI menu, and that is the soldier armor set. Fix the names of some of the weapons and vehicles customizations. Season 6 armor status lights now reflect the player's team color. Season 6 animated visors in-game color now match the preview models. Animated nameplates now have full names and descriptions. And when moving on to the map waterfall, areas that were lowering in frame rate should see improved performance. They want you to let them know if you see any change in the frame rate. They fixed a respawn point that caused players to respawn facing a wall. They fixed an exploit that allows players to reach the top of the tower in the middle of the map. The Pelican model that flies in and takes off at regular intervals will now display consistently between host and clients, and the 3 static long swords should no longer appear just beyond the fixed Pelican. Now, going into just a brief review for the current flight, I have to say that this is probably what I feel is maybe one of their most successful flights. In the beginning, within the first week, you always were able to find matches when it came to multiplayer, and previously before, I know they had issues with people participating in the flights, but it seemed like, at least for the first week and a half of this flight, that you could get matches as quickly as possible. Now, of course, there were 2 new maps that you got to play on, Edge and Waterfall, and I've expressed my thoughts on these maps in previous videos, but I will say that I do like Edge. Waterfall needs some work, and they're putting that in, apparently, and the big issue with Waterfall for me was that they are working on the frame rate issue, and that was something that came up mainly on the Xbox platform, a little bit on PC, but mostly on the Xbox, at least the Xbox One family of consoles. One thing that we did unfortunately miss out of this flight was the custom games browser. They talked this up a little bit and got people excited, and unfortunately they just couldn't get past the bugs in order to get the flight out in time, or get it out into the flight in time. It's unfortunate, but the way that they talked about it, they seem like they're going to be flighting that feature in an additional flight, and I don't actually expect to see it here in Season 6 either. Now, for me, and I don't know if many of you experienced this that had participated in the flight, I had issues after the mid-flight patch actually finding matches. I would sit with the matchmaking screen on for extended periods of time, sometimes up to 5 minutes. And again, I don't know if this is because maybe people didn't update their flight so they were unable to play, or people just lost interest in the flight and they weren't playing, or if there actually was some kind of matchmaking issue going on with the flight. Regardless, I am excited for the new features. The exchange store seems really interesting, and I can't wait to see what they have in it. And it's nice that they're going to be putting in the items that are the seasonal challenges that have gone away that I know that some people want and can't necessarily meet the requirements, like finding a team and getting a specific rank in whatever playlist that is required in order to unlock a specific skin. So I do look forward to being able to get those items in other ways. I would like to see them at some point add in daily challenges for the challenge system. The weekly challenges are okay, along with the seasonal and the monthly challenges, but I feel that if they're going to have the exchange store, they really do need daily challenges. Even if they're not giving out seasonal currencies for the daily challenges, at least 25 to 30,000 XP would go a long way in helping people build up currency in order to spend in those stores instead of just grinding away at the weekly challenges and playing multiplayer as well. But, as always, don't forget, in order to be part of the conversation and have your voice heard, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you guys thought about this latest flight in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I've got my social media, and of course, support for the channel is there as well. But until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today, and I'll see all of you in the next video.